Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Republic of Amalfi series, in which I am still not the Doge of Amalfi yet, but I'm still the Archon of Neapolis, in which, well, this is gonna a really stark contrast, to be honest, of who owns what inside of this independent maritime republic. You see, in Amalfi, as it's currently led by the Proto Beratos, the Cleansing Flame, in which there has a lot of positive modifiers, as it's the home of the villas of the Amalfi coast, the burial site of Saint Raphael, my grandfather, good whores, yeah, inspired peasantry, serene province, levy reinforcements, and via imperi. Kind of makes us wonder about why is that there. I mean, yes, it was looted the other time when Amalfi was at war. And of course, that I don't recall if I ever done such damage, but I am more interested in improving the, saving up my money to spend it on the next one. Now we mentioned, it's like, yes, it's a serene province, but look at Salerno over there. Volatile province, also has good whores, large migration, famous pistachios. Trade curtailed there, migrant raids, rebellious province, and a Neapolis, volatile province also, and elders' blessings. This one also volatile, restless, but it also has an old way shrine and ancient cistern restored. So that would try to keep it out of Mumina. And that Republican liability thing there is going to be an issue. I guess that applies if you happen to be a player yourself, because you know he owns not only the Polis of Salerno but also the Castrum. Power monger. Ooh. You know, I should get into politics. What do you mean by that? You're gonna be like the Doge soon whenever this guy passes away. Well, what I mean is, yes, I may be a lazy bum as of late, but I am patient. Sometimes it's gotta be lazy and wait for something to come up. Well, let me see. Both glory and prosperity factions are rather hostile. And that guy is a power monger. The glory faction, I'll join this faction just to contribute, as I really, really hate my liege, because not only we're in a family feud, he's done something tyrannical. What tyranny has he done? Other than he took disgusting medicine. I mean, that's not tyrannical. He's been taking it easy lately. What crimes did he commit? Burned at the stake. Most of them died in dungeons. So what? Whoa, where the hell did he get that? This trident is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the seas. As one of the chief deities of the pantheon, Neptune is widely worshipped by many Hellenics. Periodically blesses random coastal provinces. You have to be either a Greek or Roman or of a Hellenic faith, and that man is Greek. So as a Langobard, this doesn't mean anything to me, but it means something to a Greek. Greek of Rajput descent, of course. Man, he gets all the good stuff. Has he always had that? No, it existed since the beginning. Because it said acquired at 867, which means the very start of this playthrough. So, just to reiterate here. This thing appeared at the very beginning of the game, and it came from CK2. Passed on to successor. One successor after another. Until it was finally taken by Sabas. Which I assumed probably happened during one of its wars. And they took the weapon. Or even stole it. Somehow. But now it's in the hands of the Morrow family. The family that I'm currently feuding with. It's part of a long-running family feud between the Ursos and the Morrows. But I always have something better, including this thing that doesn't mean anything. I mean, Raphael found it. And you have to be the Pontifex Maximus of the College of Pontiffs. Which again, will never, ever happen in this playthrough, but hey, it's for keeps, just to let everybody know that say, hey, look what I got. Well, anyways, artifacts and court politics. Well, there is something I'm also still currently doing, and that is to work for the Hermetic Society, because I'm getting a lot of knowledge. And later in this edition, I will become the Magus. And maybe one day, I'll choose a Hermetic art and write a magnum opus. There's still a lot more work to be done. But I still have an upsetting vision, which something bad may happen to me one day. I just know it. I can feel it in my bones. Yeah. 5 children. Want to have many children to carry on my legacy. Don't care if it's a daughter. If I get another son somehow, very good. It's all because of your lustfulness. You want to have a daughter? Well, that's fine. Well, you do have some degree of learning, but if I was to have an apprentice for the Hermetic Society, I'd rather have someone who's a genius. A wise guy. But anyways, let's get this over with. An invitation has arrived from Archon Landar of Tubactus. Oh yeah, down in Libya. Tripoli area. Calling all members of our faction to assemble over there. It will also be time to consider whether to call a vote for the Archon for impeachment as faction leader. Let's just get on with the meeting. That's what I'm here for. It's a wonder how Amalfi is stable, and yet all the other areas of the Republic are very, very volatile. The Archon stands up before the assembled lords, which is me, and proposes to deliver the ultimatum to the Proto-Duke, demanding a reduction in crown authority and a restoration of rights and privileges enjoyed by vassal lords. If he refuses, it will mean civil war. Civil war, you say? I mean, look at you. You already dressed for combat. Oh, wait, Leptis Magna Holy War. That's what this area is known as. Leptis Magna. Yeah, I'll support your vote. The man hates me. I don't like him. Anyways, the proposal to send the ultimatum has passed. Now the time is kind of mobilized for the coming civil war should he refuse to do as we demand. Alright. Clearly proved the assault of wisdom in our demand, for he has caved to it. The members of our faction gathered into back this. To toast our victory and brighter things to come for us all. After all, he's craven. You got him by the balls. Now get back to business and continue to do more work for science, because I will finish the studying of the stars very soon. Riots on Amalfi. Supporters of my family clashed with Constantine's hooligans, on the streets of Amalfi. What started as a ballroom brawl quickly turned into a riot when hundreds of sailors of merchant fleets from both families joined in a destructive melee. Nearly a dozen dead have so far reported by the city guard, and several stores were looted during the commotion. The arbitrary families are not amused by this disturbance of peace. They started it! That's another family we're currently feuding as well. Forget about civil wars. It's hooliganism that is an issue. I cannot get any rest from Xena, pestering me about making her good friend Spymaster. She does not care that our Spymaster Serena Hilt Urso is competent, skilled and great Spymaster. Oh yeah, father wants his old job back. Okay. Stop pestering me. Make it Spymaster. Hey! Get to work. Perhaps you ought to administer the realm. Forget about taxes. To go collect. Don't you know there's stability issues here? Take advantage of its weakness. One of these days, my spouse, again with her, came to me with a complicit stance and talked about a huge injustice that befell her friend, Rothar Ivan Ishia. As it turns out, he was framed by a master intriguer, and my Xena is asking me to move heaven and earth to undo such an evil deed. Well, I don't know about that, because that's not really my thing. But there's penalties for it. But here's the deal. I do have some degree of diplomacy skill, but I lack the education. I am patient, but I'm slothful, so it's half and half. You stick it, guys. I'll accede to the request. Well, the alternative is, I don't have the diplomatic education. My intrigue is bad. Don't have any of these traits, but I am bright. Down, down, down. But if you're gonna pick up that deceitful trait, there might be a chance you may get rid of Slothful. Oh boy. So, again, I'm not honest, even if things might go sourly. I could take advantage of the situation in order to incriminate someone I pick for my corridor vessels to frame him or her as the original intriguer that framed my spouse's friend, thus condemning him or to live a certain type of ostracism. His chance of saving him is lower than an honest attempt to clean his name. Give it a shot. Normally I would be supportive, but she broke up with me recently. We had a falling out and all that, but I didn't pick up deceitful, by the way. Surely I'm sure that I made a breakthrough. Ptolemy and Aristotle must be mistaken. The Earth revolves around the Sun. That is why the planets do not travel straight onto the sky as the tides shift on the ocean. You can get rid of cynical. This was supposed to pick up the scholar trait, but I'm already a renowned physician and a tutor. So I will say that I will stop at this achievement. I'm a heliocentrist scholar for +2 learning. Thus concludes the scholarship focus. This character has done research to prove that the Earth revolves around the Sun. What can I do? Think? Think. Think. Maybe go back to family? Because you said you want to have more children. Yeah, back to family for about 3 years. And then after those 3 years, then I'll switch to a different focus. Maybe intrigue, just to improve the skill. As I proceed and attempt to clean the name of Lothar von Ixtia, my spouse's friend, I was surprised by the stubborn attitude of Bishop Romuald of Nola that fiercely countered my efforts quelling me. Unfortunately, this is a feud that will make us stand apart in our lives. Well, crud. Wait a minute, what the hell is that? An ancient stone head. He's also got a decorative loot and a bone dice. Anyways, after pursuing some old text bought by a savvy merchant, given my extensive culture and inquisitive mind, I could buy some in order to study and attempt to increase in their knowledge. What will I do? Well, I lack intrigue, so I'll pick the intrigue documents. Like to learn. Now stop spending money. Save it for the next thing. Gonna have a 5th child. Don't care if it's another son or daughter. We had a bottleneck in this house, and now we're gonna extend it. After attempting to clear the name, unfortunately, it became apparent that I could not be successful and my prestige suffers. At least I tried. Oh, hey. So, to find a hermetic text. Where to? A tome in the Lokanker, a scroll hidden in the Church of Geta, and a tablet in the ancient library of Gordian in Crete. Okay, how much? At least this one's a better chance, unlike the last one, which was a failure. To Crete, then. It's an island. You can't get lost in an island. You'll find it. You look for every nook and cranny in that island. Well, that's good. If I was living in the Silk Road. That's the reason why we haven't been getting as much trade posts as some of the others, because of lack of male members in court. The only other male court besides myself is my father. Probably want to seize other people's trade posts. Maybe perhaps go to war. You want to have a seat in the council? I'll see what I can do. You'll get it. Soon. Not until the next few years. It's just butchered fishery. Boy, they really want to get rid of him because, you know, he was framed. Can't say I blame him. Hell, I'll even back that plot. And we're gonna make it look like you did it. Plus, that's my spouse's friend, right? Yeah. Wonder if she finds out that I killed her friend, she's probably not gonna look at me too kindly. Asking for some privileges. Claims he does have enough wealth or armies to defend his own lands in case of attack. Should I trust him? No. He will have to defend himself with peasants if he must. You are just a drungari of a castrum. Oh, what's going on? Lusitanian Holy War for Celestia. You're helping out your Pomeranian friend again, are you? No, that's the Margrave. Yeah, Wendish. Yeah, Pomeranian. Ally. Fighting against Slavic pagans up north. Well, good luck up there to you. That's all I gotta say. How goes the other war for the vassal of the other house? Losing. You poor sod. I don't think it matters. So I'm not going to spend my money on that for the good of the Republic, as I typically would do, but this is going to be for the exception. CK2. He's designated scholar, so it's likely he'll go for faith. As what the stars say. My wife Xena explains that she's captivated by the grace and the strength of hunting birds and begs me for a bird. They're just so cute with their little wings and their, are they called beaks? She asks, gesturing at my nose. Every little bit helps, you know. A falcon would serve you well. And she's gonna get a child soon. Although I had a full night's rest, the quality of the sleep must have not been good, because I'm feeling drowsy lately. Well, since I am still a pretty slothful character, but I'll say maybe a quick nap will do me good. Power naps for the year. Lazy bum. Oh, there's another war? Get and claim on get to war. Oh, she's striking back. But he hired mercenaries. She wants this back. Out of the way. Just defend the impulse. No, because I do not like you. The Glory faction is now friendly. Okay, thank you. You're looking things at our way. Because you're defending against foreigners and improved relations, that's why. We have to look things positively here. Think positive. A daughter. Kotani. My name. Well, there you go. 5 children. I don't know about that, but since we're still both young, yeah, why not? Build a war chest. Our expedition to foreign lands encountered some difficulties, but at the end we made it to the ruins of Gorton safely. After a fortnight of excavation, the Sarats uncovered the entrance to a hidden underground chamber. Neophyte Horodgod and I entered side by side, hair heavy with excitement. Do my eyes deceive me, or are those symbols hieroglyphs? Yes, sir, we found it. There you go. And you just got your money. No. I would like to seize a trade post for myself because we need to get up at their game. Or alternatively, go to another war against another merchant, probably take one of their trade posts. Be it against Ragusa or Venice. Whatever is most convenient. Maybe. But I like to win a war, so I figured it's about time. But beware, Ragusa's got a lot of money. While I have a lot of troops, including the Knight's retinue. They got their own retinue. And since they're every Dalmatian culture, that would mean that they have the pikemen. I believe that's their retinue. But the question is, where? Actually, pick a weaker target. Okay, maybe you underestimated them. Because the Peloponnese, an independent state that's independent from the Byzantine Empire, has a few trade posts there. Prince Bishopric of Thessaloniki is owned by them. Aha. There's your weaker target. This is part of this trade zone. What is that? Royal Tract. Put us right next door. Yeah, that's on the Western Aegean Sea. All depends on how much investments do they make that is worth taking. None. Trans-Saharan trade route. Hey! That is valuable. Genoa owns this trade post. Themageta. Via Imperi. Okay, what's the difference between Via Imperi? Set of the taxes versus Royal Tract. Trade route income 7.57 versus 7.27. Okay. You got me there, so. This is still owned by Byzantium. There is independent Cyprus, a little bit of that. Royal Tract also. Well, you gotta get them at their moment of weakness. Okay, future plans for 2 years. So good. My next focus will be war. And what we need is looting this time. So I'll tell you what we need. Need to start thinking about that. And you've got your ships. So we need to increase the number of troops we got. Yeah, forget about the improvement of the palace and all that. I think we found our own target. My sister, Aunt says, said by high fever for several days and just been informed next date slow fever. Where on earth did she get that? Lupus is a novice fighter now. Wife's got pneumonia. Please help her. Give me the money, you sucker. Well, wait for him to raise it. Ignorance conquered. After spending my last year browsing old texts, I'm able to improve my knowledge. Guess it's time to congratulate myself. There you go, a little bit of intrigue. Despite the fact that I am a lazy man. No, sir. There you go. I've been making an effort to spend more time with my sister, who she's still suffering from soul fever. We've always not seen eye to eye, but as her liege, it's especially important to foster loyalty and respect. Family first. Still considered a family man. The targeted plot I am backing will soon travel by carriage on an isolated road. Perhaps to guard some mercenaries and disguise them as highwaymen. Crime is on the rise, after all. Yeah. Mean streets. Pirate fleet. Son of a beeswax. He's communicated support for my plan to ambush him with mercenaries disguised as highwaymen. May the Blessed Virgin forgive me. Make the preparations. The naval action against pirate was found because my ships were able to outfight the enemy, and in the end I could even sell a few captured vessels to make some gold out of this venture. There you go. Rest this province. Alligator. Moved. All I need to do is get rid of the volatility of it, then we'll be good. I know that CK2 is well read for his age, but I did not realize the extent of it. The city archivist recently complained to me. The young Lord CK2 made no sense in the margin of one of the works. It's the bluster, he continues. I consider blasphemy, but his calculations were also right. The stars favor him. Natural death. Natural death. Running out of good talented people. No. I prefer high centralization. Yo, what? Well, that is my rival. Well, put him in a dungeon. But since he's my rival, throw him in the oubliette. Can't banish him because he hasn't done anything wrong. Actually, since he's excommunicated, we can get rid of this Pope. I mean, goddamn it, Bishop. One second. Find a suitable replacement. I don't know about you, but I need another. I need someone very virtuous. I guess he'll do, but also give me a second. And also we are lacking in a good skilled diplomat, so find me one. He'll do. Sorry about this. One sec. Since I brought a few people in here. There we go. Now get the heck out of here. Gone to Duchy of Capua. Up there. Now that's how we solve problems. While casually strolling around the premises is one off to do. Come across brother Stomachos sitting at his desk, overburdened with work. This is a great opportunity to help him out to gain favorable return. But to my surprise, he not only refuses to help, but has the nerve to insult me for it. Well, good luck with that work of yours. Well, he has smallpox and infirm and stress. He's not going to be around for long, so. Yeah, you are definitely losing it. Now, give me the money. I'll show you. Again, building buildings to prepare for the upcoming war against the Peloponnese. I have not made any improvements to this city at all. First things first should be, these kind of buildings. You've neglected it. It's a brand new city you built long ago. How could you neglect that? No, sir. An hospital in Gaeta. I've seen an increase of the amount of people looking for food. Shelter lady can barely provide the food required as it is. Perhaps it could be a good opportunity to make an impression. Yeah, sure, I shall make the preparations at once. Prepare food and supplies to be handed out as charity. Alms and other supplies have been brought to the hospital. It will make the life much easier for those in need. The question now is how to present this extraordinary gift. The realm provided this offering. Didn't get gregarious, of course. One sec. Haven't read a theorem paper in a while. Oh, good lord. If I had the money, I would do it. Just make a decent effort. Just write another one of them theorem papers. Old age? Yeah. Many of the old guard has gone away. I need a soldier. Promote commander. You don't have the money. Well, hang on. One sec. Okay, wait a while then. Now go get one. Yeah. Trained fighter is Lucas. Getting closer. Swabian. She's a stargazer. Lesson of Scarborough Fair. Confidence seer. Which again, apparently, she can predict the future. And a family woman. That's what it's all about. Count Waitos of Trinzin, Moravian, renowned duelist who takes it easy. Oh, you're one of those guys. Member of the Round Table, Fighter's Guild faction. Small loan will do. Tassilo Urso, who is a destined diplomat. So he should be tutored by counselors. And again, that's what the star says anyhow. When he turns 6, make a horoscope. Boy, they really decentralized that realm up there. Vulnerable. Stumbled into the courtier eating cookies outside the kitchen. The courtier apologized several times and offered me the cookie for being in my path, and the cynic of me got the best of me. Lost myself in cynical comments about how the courtier was trying to poison me with baked goods. I probably spoken out loud. Yeah, I had this event before. That cookie looked suspicious to me. And he drinks an herbal tonic. Buzzing noises. Alright. Finished at a truly revolutionary paper on the planets. It explores astrology. That's my thing. In particular, the movement of the planets. And what could this be interpreted as? I'll submit it, and we'll see what the others will think. With continuous activity performed, the domain overseer was able to solve the volatility in the province of Neapolis. Good. No longer I will be referring to it as the mean streets of Neapolis. Actually, you did not. Hang on here. Huh. I'm in town one day and I hear a guard shout, "Stop! You violated the law!" With superhuman speed, he catches the thief and drags the criminal to jail. Whoa. Huh. I immediately knew that reference, and of course I did that voice because I know exactly what it sounds like. And since I'm a Langobard of the Italian culture, of course they would look like that, and you have to imagine in that kind of voice. So, you know, we lack talent in the court in Neapolis. I like him. What do we bring into my court? So I rewarded the dutiful guard. So this will temporarily give me a bit of morale of armies. Prestige. And a soldier named Radogan will be working for me now. Let me have a look at you. That old Chinese woman is still here. What is that guy's name again? Oh, one sec. Ah, there you are. Radagard von Pozuli. He's a misguided warrior. He's absent-minded, but he is brave, zealous, just and kind. So yeah, formerly just a city guard, and now he's not good enough to be a commander, but perhaps he could be a... Oh god, he's short too. But he was a dutiful town guard. This character had humble origins as a town guard, but the experience was very formative to their zealous sense of justice. And apparently he's also short in height. So he's just a brave town guard, but he's absent-minded. Oh, I misread that. Not only short, but look above it. He's delicate. This is why you gotta wear armor when you're a town guard. Well, welcome aboard. It does not take anybody long to notice that Tassilo is a thoughtful boy, well attuned to the feelings of others. He's increasingly curious about foreign customs and is often engaging in conversation with servants and visitors alike. Father, what is it like to grow up outside of the city, he asked me today. Stars favor him. I'll have to keep saying that because in this case of a merchant republic, only will decide who gets to be designated heir, based on their skills. And it appears none of them ever picked up any genetic traits that's been announced. I am told of an owl having taken up residence under the roofing of our barracks. One of my advice suggests I make it a pet. But should not my scry reveal about the symbol of wisdom to me, if this creature is what it's about? Do not dwell on this, my master, my steward says, handing me the caged bird. How did I not foresee this event? I'm a hesitant overseer, and, well, what do you know? I got me an owl. See? This bird possesses a natural grace, inspiring good attention and curiosity in anyone who lays eyes on it. And this characters a willingness to learn, as they fail to predict the future at least once. Oh, you want to summon the divine being again? Yeah, do that again. I don't have any ingredients that would be good for... What the defiler of maidens, this bishop. This rake enjoys seducing and ruining naive virgins, and is quite proud of that fact. Not too many approve of this hobby of his, particularly given some nasty rumors surrounding his antics. But he's zealous, and he's very virtuous, and he's a jurist, so... There's something going on with that man. And speaking of ingredients... Well, I'm not as gregarious as I used to. But we will gather herbs in the hills, just this once. Although I could be screwing this up. Pray tell me the operations of the stars again. Yeah, well, let's throw my money in. Campaign fund. So, the Cardinal and I arrived in the hills early in the morning to collect various useful herbs we could find in the countryside. Our combined knowledge would be useful for identifying the plants. A divine being's given me cryptic advice on the pursuit of astrology in its many forms, but with ample time spent mulling over afterwards, I believe I deciphered what it's meant. I look forward to putting it to good use. He is on my total confidence. I hope. And they endorsed my paper. Good. Tassilo's a novice fighter. We have now spent days looking high and low for useful herbs. With both me and the Cardinal exhausted, we were forced to conclude that a small assortment of interesting plants is what we're getting out of this. Okay, 2 is good enough. Let me see. Valerian and Mandrake. Here we go again with this bull. But do not worry, because way of war. You're a veteran crusader and your respected commander. He's got a cat too. So, again, it is made clear our men will engage the rebel groups across the province, taking advantage of our cavalry strategically struck at stubborn points. I look at the map, hands clapped, my back, thinking about my final word for this mission. Go ahead and provide full religious support for this. Now listen, everybody makes a good fortune around here. Even Salerno that they've got very good bronze modifiers, but I need to go to another place. Because some of the other areas where, like, yes, province was raided and looted because of migrants, while in Monte Sant'Angelo there's a thieves guild and it's a rebellious province here and reports of shadow people. So the income for us all hasn't been great lately. That's why we must turn to getting more trade posts. Ignore that issue. So that's why this summer I will go to a war focus. Successful. My skirmishers engaged the rebel pockets, defeating each one apiece. The success was guaranteed by the show of courage by the troops and the cool head of the overseer. The final stroke was given by the pincer movement performed by my light cavalry when the defeated guerrillas tried to regroup in a single unit. The stability conditions of the province has improved. Thank you very much. War's over for them, so they won't be getting that anytime soon. Worrying reports regarding my protostrator, Iranius, has been using my soldiers to extort money from the peasantry in Neapolis. That son of a beeswax! I'm the one that hired this guy. You have forfeited your office. Or, I mean, I know who the replacement's going to be exactly. Radogard von Bosuli. Yes, he's definitely going to be replacing him. So, just to quote you, I'm going to say this to him. Stop! You violated the law. Pay the quarter fine or serve your sentence. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. So, he has forfeited his office. And now there's peasant unrest in Neapolis because they do not like what has happened here recently. You son of a beeswax. And despite all this, on this same day, I'm pleased to hear that a period of peace and shrewd management of the county of Neapolis is doing very well. People are happy that tax collectors are reporting record intakes. Well, that's because it just reached to level 1 prosperity. But unfortunately, there's a bit of peasant unrest around here. Stolen goods are now forfeit. Now, give me some of that money and you'll be banished. I should have never hired that man. He was cruel. Get out! And he's gone to Monte Sant'Angelo. Of course, the only other independent country that's of a Langobard origin. Well, Mr. City Guard, you're gonna be the loyal one here. Never thought you'd be in this position. I originally assumed that you were gonna be a commander or something, but no. I see you as a protostrator. But again, you may be absent-minded, because again, this erratic character was born with a scattered brain temperament. He tends to forget things easily, gets distracted too easily, or both. This behavior might be endearing to some, but as to others it's an annoyance. And don't forget he's also delicate and short. He can't take on a fight, and he's a nice guy, with a zealous sense of justice. But he's brave nonetheless, which again, he was the dutiful town guard. Again, back in the Gupta series I never had this event because we typically get, I don't know, like a female mercenary, but I never had a dutiful town guard. Unless you're a Buddhist or a Cathar or a Bogomolist or a Mazdaki, where you might have a similar event where you may never know if that somebody who's from the city guard is a woman. Anyways, I was passing by the kitchen when I overheard the cook and his assistant argue about whether broccoli or cauliflower would be better for the meals they were preparing to make for dinner. Since the meal was meant for me, perhaps it would be prudent to offer them my take on the matter. Good jeez. Don't need that. I think cauliflower suits my current mood. By the way, this is the year 1000. Yeah, turn of the new century. What do you think you're doing? Envious, aren't you? Calm yourself down. Still the member of the Glory faction. I voted for that. For Sicily. Oh, they might be coming back again. He's got a lot of money all of a sudden. Probably from war reparations. He could hire mercenaries, but the war is still relatively new. Apulia will definitely assist him on this matter. Deviate opinion? Weak ruler? And he's a military man. I think he'll take care of this. Religious head investiture law. Let me see. No, 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 no. Don't. I like it when you keep it free. It shows Amalfi about something. Hey, stop. For the next few years, we're going back to a war focus. Because I'm ready for a war. No, challenging him to a duel won't do because he's craven. I'm not that much of a fighting mood. There's a reason why I go on a war focus here. 4,000 strong. There's this trade post that I want over in Messenia. I don't care who you're at war with. Must have Valakes Belli. It's right there. Or what about the Republic of Ragusa? Catholic Papal Dubrovnikian embargo war. Yeah, because they want this off of you. How did France inherit that? Has Burgundy always been this independent? Or am I crazy? I don't know. That area is HRE. Curious regarding trade zones on which to take. Achaea. Is that trade zone there? No. Must have Valakes Belli. Yeah, I do. It's called taking one's trade post. Yeah, it belongs to Ragusa. I guess you'll have to go to war against Ragusa. Valid, valid, valid. What isn't valid? This is valid because it's against the fellow merchant republic. Okay, then have a look. This one will do. That's the end of the royal track there. Actually, that's just one of its branches. Cetina. Ah, no. Better one. Here. This is owned by Ragusa. They made some improvements to this. And it's a good province. Part of the Via Imperi. Okay, found our target, and it's closer than you think. Here. But keep in mind, you're gonna also might be at war with the Peloponnese and Sicily, which would be Malta. But the Peloponnese is also at war in the defense, so let's take advantage of this chaos right now. So all we need to do is march on over, take this trade post, defeat the Ragusans, and then we shall have it. So this is an Adsara Dubrovnikan trade war over Litsi. That's the kind of war I'm willing to fight. And we'll bring in the Navy a little later. And save up your money, you might need mercenaries. And of course I need commanders. Or soldiers for that matter. Let me see. He's a tall, trained fighter. Ugly bastard, but we need commanders. Because father isn't willing. But also I need a commander as well. A mountain of a man who is a skilled fighter, who's also cruel, ambitious, all that. So. We always find somebody from Kazeta. Not the best, but I prefer the right flank. That's the position of honor. As tradition says. But please hurry. And yes, I am aware of a chaotic situation out there. As I'll finally become Magus. Always get your way, do ya? They bring very little. Peloponnese brings some. But they're currently in a defensive war. And Apulia is involved in 2 different wars. Let's not worry about that too much, shall we? They won't put up much resistance. Assaulted. With very minimal casualties. Now, as Magus, I can gain even more of that esoteric knowledge. We'll hold a grand debate, yeah, why not right now? We're not in the middle of a battle here. And plus we're waiting for ships to come aboard. Even though it's all gonna come from my personal funds for this. Crud. That's what I gotta say. So we'll have to take it to Ragusa itself. Not enough troops to besiege Neapolis. Get on board. What? No, let him go free at once. He's my fellow comrade in arms, and I can't afford him to send him into prison. Or this is war, damn it. Well, there's the Ragusan fleet that'll be coming through. Not if we take the city first. Thanks to his connections, my magistrals came to me recently with an idea to reinforce our troops of foreign recruits. Plans to send an envoy for help from his acquaintance. Galtat de Arle, King of Burgundy, and check what he's going to ask to help us. He's a despised aristocrat who has strict safety, and they call him the Liberator. That indicates he fought against the Holy Roman Empire and or France, one of these countries that made Burgundy into an independent nation of his culture. Go ahead with the plan. See what we could get out of it. There they are. Ragusa also owns the island of Hva. Let's take it to him. Actually, we may have to change our minds soon. You know, they're gonna go straight for Neapolis. Stop! 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 There's no river crossing between you. I get that. Actually, make a landing in Amalfi. Take a safe path. We don't have time to build a fort. You got the objective, but now we gotta defeat their main army. Where are they going? Salerno. The movement is launched at Salerno. We'll be there the day before they do. We have the numbers, but the morale. Actually, play it safe because, you know, your morale would go down by half when you're on land. Oh, I know where they're going. No, thank you. Expand for now. Monetary costs. Oh god, more of them. They did hire mercenaries. Because they do not look Ragusan to me. We're gonna corner them. No, we gotta save the city. By the time when we try to defeat them, we won't be able to come back and save the city in time. And they may capture my children, my heirs. God blast it. They're gonna have that trade post back. But we'll defeat him in battle soon. As the war score really goes up to me. My dear Magistros returned from his meeting. A proposal to receive a host of soldiers. In return, we will need to make it public our gratefulness and a magnanimity of the foreign power. And this will cost us a lot of prestige. You got it. Here's some resistance. Just to delay them. And now we know who the commanders are. Between this man, Marshal of Ragusa. Another Greek. And another Greek. They're all Greeks. One little delay. It's a necessary sacrifice. Yep, they fought to a last stand, but they only took out 15 of them. And now we shall meet in battle. Defeat their best commanders. We may not have the best martial skill, but we have the great fighters. All we gotta do is break their flanks first and we'll be in business. Done it. Mind if we recruit you? Because, well, we have less talented people. Put them under house arrest until further notice. That's the name of the mercenary company. The Little Hat Company. It's a Lombard company. The man we captured is an imbecile. Let's move out. We gotta take that trade post back. We won a battle, but it ain't enough. Apparently the Battle of Kamel was a big loss to us. Oh, we'll be taking a river crossing for this. Not a good idea. Any other river crossing there is? I mean, we're crossing from Amalfi, but Gravina is another area. Oh, in this case, go to Andrea, then into Conversano, and then you'll retake this trade post and the war will be over. They knew what we were up to. Things are going well. I suddenly hear an embarrassed huff from nearby. Spinning my sword. Ready? I see enemy commander Nestor awkwardly attempting to climb a large rock. I think he's trying to escape my battle. The soldier next to me has this helm. Marshal the Little Hat Company. Delicate. There you are, been ready for a fight. I was chasing Nestor over the plains when Estov shoved me aside, barking, "I'll take this one, my lord," expertly swinging his flanged mace. And he said he did well in the duel. Yeah, you big bastard, you got him. Quiet. Landar, you pompous brute, a shout carries over the plains, where I'm fighting a close battle alongside my personal guards. In the distance, I see enemy reinforcements coming away. Listen, I begin my soldiers. Unyielding. This always helps. Follow your gut, or mine. Be a trickster. You're the clever one here. But it looks like we may be losing that here. Despite our bravery. Okay. Let's get out of Neapolis. Get back to that. We captured this man during the battle regardless. A fellow patrician. Put him in house arrest. What you got there? A lot of stuff. Bunch of clutter. This'll do. You know what? Give me that. Actually, that's not equipped. You have to steal artifacts if you that are not equipped. Well then, let me see. Glass hand mirror. Yeah, sure. Give me that one. Get him out of here. Damn, we're losing this war. Okay, fine. Give me mercenaries. Oh, and borrow money from the Jewish merchants. Because it's already a costly war for this. Two could play that game. So the enemy mostly has heavy cavalry, and that's what mauled us. To counter that, give me the Sardinian company. And wait for them to come back, and then we'll combine our forces. And you probably want to move to the mountains, knowing that they're moving pretty fast here. I'll just put your focus on duty and make a horoscope. Stars hold many secrets, but they are not inseparable. Using the right instruments and frame of mind, I will uncover the destiny of something. Come what may. To the mountains. We'll get them soon. At least you've picked up leadership traits. And this captain is crud. I don't care how much money you do or you don't have. Damn you, damn you don't. So, I've noticed Mercury is moving a side influence into my son Zolta. I'm fairly certain that this indicates he's destined for a position of diplomacy. With wits and charm, uncommon amongst most of our members at court. Sure. Get them now. This is actually the safest place to be in. No matter where you cross there, you're going to take a river crossing penalty. He just got assassinated. And now I'm the new Doge. Well, this is excellent. That means now I have the luxury of getting the full might of the military. Come on. Scram. Any remaining troops must come to the Republic. Made up. Well, I'm the new Doge now, but you're still at war. I'm the head of many of these communes. Is that so? You stand down. How are you going to contribute? I just need to defeat those guys. And the council's discontent because new ruler is here. Now I can get rid of the volatility problems by putting a crown focus on that. Move here. Wait until the morale's at 100. Stars favors out though. The longer we wait, the stronger they're gonna get. Well, we have a lot more commanders now. Father, you're back in action. You'll be there too. Again, I'm a man of science, not of a... Ah yes, the Great Council has signed those first. You're actually one of its commanders. You should be back in your post. Hang on. It's almost like worry about that stuff later, will you? You have your old job back. Bishop here. The rest of it, worry about it later. It's so difficult to have enough patience with Lupus. He's such an absent-minded child. Just like that city guard. You know what? We're going in. Screw it. If we lose this battle, then we lose this war, and that damages the pride. Yeah, because I stole your things. And I can't go to that university because I'm not Orthodox Christian. You dummy. Some argued when my owl came with us on this campaign. Between the comforting presence it brings our strategic meetings and the distracting screeching it offers our enemies, protests have ceased. Attack! I yelled through the farms. My owl swooshes above my head. Then I see the arrows. Ugh! Where's the enemy commander? I'll kill him myself. Oh, it's that guy again. That man hurt my owl. The soldiers will tend to my wounded owl. It's a good day for a duel, I chuckle, hefting my Langobard lance off the cross of my hand. Enough talking, my opponent growls. Soon, Nestor is lying face down in dirt. And that's as I've seen injure him. No mercy. This is for my owl. I'm losing it here. No. Still got it. We'll just have similar tactics. Now pressure's on me. And I don't think it's enough. No. Yep, we lost this war. That was stupid of me. Oh! My goodness! That's terrible. I think we've learned our lesson here. The lesson is the greed. Couldn't do it as Neapolis, but wasn't enough for the Republic of Amalfi. And that damages the prestige by a bit, but of course they'll be getting less prestige because he had to bring allies over. At least the Peloponnesian forces did not get involved. But it does show our apparent weakness of it, and they had superior commanders. That was a lesson here. Not gonna blame them for that. No. It was my arrogance, my pride for that. I wasn't educated in that sort of thing. So yes, surrender to this. And man, oh man, the money. War's practically over. So just hang on here. To the Langobard Islanda, may wisdom ever elude you, accept your offer of peace. Yep, that's gonna hurt. Give me the money. Quick! Can't repay the fare because he's not an adult. Oh, I know. Let's hold a debate. The espionage with my sister. Ah, blast. Debate it defensively. As I'm patient and cynical, this may work. Oh, I'll lose this debate by a long shot. God damn it! Now corruption will appear in this country. No, come on, get out of here. Don't you know there's disease? So yes, this episode was quite a bit of a downer. Adversa is the name, that's Seta. Yeah, going back to Langobard, Italic sounding names. Hey, wait a minute. Since I'm the heir to the commune of Principato Tripoletania, Nafusa, Jafana, all that. Idea. But first, well, you're all gonna have to take these jobs, apparently. I'm sure we'll find suitable replacements. Oh, hell, I can't even hold a grand debate. I guess the best way to get out of this is just take a large loan. And it will pay it back whenever it's appropriate. And also soon we gotta find a new resource in Amalfi. Sicko's a trained fighter. Disease has not come to here thanks to our hospitals and other benefits. While carrying my duties for the Hermetic Society, I've met the initiate donors on several occasions. These encounters have never ended well. One would be hard pressed to find more unsympathetic character. I suspect he's spreading lines behind my back to damage my reputation. Yeah, we're rivals now. Do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna end this episode on that sad note because, yeah, I got greedy here, and look where greed got us. There is a smuggler's ring and a highway robber band in Adversa. And there is a smuggler's ring in Amalfi as well. So now smugglers invest the area, and that adds more possibility of diseases coming over here because of the smugglers. Those damn smugglers. That's what brought them the smallpox into this country. It's going to take a while to rebuild everything. But let us hope that we'll never repeat our same mistakes ever again. Because you may want to train troops just to get the levy size reinforced up quickly before something bad happens. Such as this ongoing conflict over there, which the friendlies are winning, especially with papal intervention. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we'll close the episode on that little sad note, but hey, this is my first year as Doge. Well, not quite first full year yet, but we'll fix everything. I wanted to win the war, and I did not succeed. I admit defeat on that one. Yes, I admit defeat. And I cannot intervene on the wars against the Maghrebi and all that. So we must rebuild the Republic and make it better. And maybe one day we'll expand our trade posts so we can make more money and more, because they've become too valuable. We're falling behind on this. So we hope you people enjoyed this episode despite this setback, because in this next episode we'll get as much money and then eventually pay off the loan, and then we'll be financially stable and to make this country stable, especially in this northern half of the Republic with the volatility where it could be a danger to someone. And all that. So, see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.